Hi, and welcome to the ROS Industrial micro course. We're going to work with URDFs. It's about a 30-minute course. This unit is an introduction to creating URDFs. So building the URDF. It's basically an XML format document. It describes the robot with visual, collision, and mass property data. In this course, we're going to look at the industrial robot URDFs, but we also have in the Robot Ignite Academy other courses to give more general view of URDFs. So let's see what a URDF is all about with a quick demo. So ROS run rviz. Copy that into the first shell. Now, next we open the graphical interface. Wait for it to connect. Expand the window. Now, let's look for the robot model. Scrolling all the way down. Double click or click OK. Click OK to add. Pick the base link, and there you go. Same as the expected result. So now that we've finished this demo, we're going to actually build this URDF, and I'll walk you through it. So let's start exercise 1.1. Gonna create a new package. Click the second tab, cat CD into the Catkin workspace. Catkin create package, the package name, and we'll add a couple of dependencies here as well. So there's your new package. Now let's create a directory called URDF where we're going to put the URDF files. So now we'll create a URDF file by using the touch command. Just creates an empty file. So if we look inside the URDF directory, there's the empty file. You can also just create it from the menu. So we'll copy the first block in. Can set the type to XML so it highlights the syntax. Then within the robot tags, started and closed tag, we are going to add a couple of links. The world frame and camera frame. Now we'll add the frame for the table. Copy this whole block, paste it in here. So now we're going to add two joints that are going to connect the table and the camera to the world frame link. And just one final note, it's kind of common practice to add the camera frame, even though we won't be using it in this course. So finally, we'll compare our output with the expected results. Before we go on, let's save our file. We've set up the environment, but where's the robot? We could use the same URDF file to define that, but with the complexity of robots, sometimes it's a better practice to use macros. Building the Zacro. Zacro is a macro language. Zacro allows you to create more sophisticated content in a clean and easy way. Zacros allow reuse of common components. So let's try an example to see how this works. Exercise 1.2. First, we want to rename the URDF to a Zacro format. Next, we want to include the Motoman robot. This will pull in the common components to our Zacro file. So now that we've included these, we're going to create the robot with the next command. Now we need to add a link between the robot and the table using a joint tag. Now we need to create a new launch directory to create our robot launch file. Create the new launch file. Open it up for editing. Select the content, paste it in. Select XML to provide syntax highlighting. So let's set up our environment to launch the robot launch file. CD into the root of the workspace. Cat can make. This gives us our develop and build directories. Now we can source the workspace to help with auto completion. ROS launch. The package name, my robot description, and then the launch file. So now we switch to the GUI view. Once again, as we did in the beginning of this course, we add the robot model. We need to change the fixed frame to base link. And as we see in the expected result, we created the appropriate launch file and Zacro to get our robot arm and table to show up. Once we're done, we're going to run another launch file to clean up the robot description parameters. Select the text, kill the process, restart the parameter, clean up. It's also possible that you've noticed that some of the TF frames are showing errors in the RViz. This is because we don't have transformations between these frames. The TFs that are there are working because they were published by the URDF in the simulation we launched. This course isn't about TF, but you can learn more from TF ROS 101 in the Robot Ignite Academy. As we've seen, Zacros make it easy to pull in common robot components into your environment. For example, we might want to try different grippers on this robot arm. Be easy using the Zacro language. So next, for the next package, we're going to try out Move It.